Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with this shoe.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. It's back, and I am pumped. 2017 one-hitter series from Lagunitas Brewing, Petaluma, California, and Chicago, Illinois. This is Born Yesterday Fresh Hop Pale Ale. This year, this is 7.2% alcohol by volume. I think last year was 7%. And it says here on the label, a field of hops, Mosaic, Amarillo, Equinox, and other special varieties. I think last year there was Citra in it, but I don't remember. This is unfiltered, but it's not going to be hazy like New England style. It's just an unfiltered beer from Lagunitas. So I am a big fan of this beer. If you guys saw my review last year, I've said it a bunch of times. This is my favorite fresh hop shelf beer. It's the best one there is. And there's really not anything close to it, in my opinion. It's the undisputed king of shelfy, fresh hop pale ales. So without further ado, why even flap our gums about it? We're actually going to use, I can smell that already, the properest of glassware. This is a Lagunitas mason jar. Might be the second time ever that I've used this glass, but I figured it was appropriate. So let's get into this one, shall we? I'm so stoked this is back. Today's November 5th, and people have been asking me where my review of this was. We're just going to pour this all in here. And I had mentioned that I hadn't seen it yet here in North County, San Diego, and I had to do some running around today. I've been gone all day doing stuff, and I saw it while I was out. $10.99 for a 6-pack of beer. You cannot beat that value. So, like I said, it says it's unfiltered. It's not hazy at all. It's clear. It's crystal clear. It looks darker on camera. It looks like a lager in the glass, if we're being honest. There's a finger of bright white head. It's really sudsy, kind of soapy. So, there's a couple little bubbles in that glass, but it looks like a West Coast style beer. It looks awesome, and like I said, I could smell it from as soon as I opened the bottle. I've heard other people this year saying they don't like this as much as last year because it's not as juicy. It's more dank. I love dank, so let's shove our nose in this one. I mean, I don't know why people are saying this isn't juicy. This smells like citrus juice. I mean, it's not juice like New England style juice, but for a West Coast beer, this smells super tropical fruity. It's dank though. It's green. It's herbaceous. But yeah, it just explodes of like this crazy citrus tangerine, like tropical fruit juice. How are people saying this doesn't smell juicy? That's crazy. Maybe my nose is fucked up. I don't know. I've said it before. I do not claim to be an expert with beer, but I like what I like, and I like this beer. This aroma is fantastic. There's that sweet kind of breadiness, but there's also that kind of green dank. I mean, it's got to be from the Mosaic. It's that berry thing. This smells fucking awesome. Whatever. Let's go ahead and taste it. Cheers. And cheers to Born Yesterday being back again. This was bottled on the 16th of October. So this is a little over 2.5, well, it's like 2.5 weeks old. Time of recording. That is dank. That is green. That is awesome. So I can see where people are saying it's not as tropical fruity on the taste as it is. Maybe they're saying that it doesn't fall over the nose. This is crazy dank, in your face, Mosaic. It's some people say like oniony, garlicky. I just call it dank. It's green. I mean, it's like I don't know. But there's plenty of like citrus there. It's not as much tropical fruity. There's like a little bit of like this kind of peachy stone fruity thing. But it's predominantly, I mean, especially now too, mid-palate finish. It's like orange peel, grapefruit peel. You're getting like that pithy citrus. This is fucking awesome. But yeah, if you're not a fan of like that kind of West Coast style, resinous kind of dank, I guess some people would say oniony, garlicky thing, you probably won't like this as much. The nose is much more tropical fruity. Yeah, there's like this pineapple kind of peachy thing on the nose. That peachy kind of stone fruit thing is there a little bit on the palate, but this is predominantly citrus, and then you get like this crazy dank green resinous thing. If you're a West Coast old school hophead kind of a guy, And I know people hate that term hophead, but if you're a West Coast kind of a fan of beers, you'll lose your mind over this beer. I'm telling you, this beer is on the shelf for $10.99 for a 6-pack. You cannot like argue the value of this beer. I realize people like what they like, and not everybody's going to be a fan of this. It's over 7%. You don't smell booze. You do not taste it. It is a crazy easy drinking pale. I mean, come on, this is an IPA. This is not a pale ale. So I don't know how they're saying it's a pale ale. This drinks like an IPA. It's so good. It's fucking amazing. Honestly, like what fresh hop beer out there is better? I don't know. Celebration's out right now, but that's such a different beer than this. That's a fresh hop beer from Sierra Nevada. That's so old school. People would, I bet you people these days, like new money people, hate that beer. I wonder if people even drink that beer. But yeah, I mean, this is so good for the value, for what it is. You like in your face hops, you will love this beer. I've given it, I think I've given it 100 the last couple years that I've reviewed it. There's a million people that will say this is not 100, but for what this is, for a shelf beer, a fresh hop shelf beer, there's not one better than this. So for what this is, it's still 100 for me. This is perfect. There's nothing about this beer that I would change. It's fun for them to experiment every year with hops to kind of get different flavors. But for, like I said, for the value, for like what you're getting, this is a perfect shelf beer. There's nothing wrong with it for me. And I know a lot of you guys won't agree with it. This beer's fire. I wish they brewed this year round, but they don't, so whatever. So yeah, that's born yesterday. Fresh hop pale ale from Lagunitas. If you guys have had this year's version, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about it. I'm sure a lot of people will say it's not that good, it's not that great, they don't like it, and that's fine. We can talk about it. I love this beer. It's the best. So I'm out here, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to